Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for Friday, the 6th of July. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oil. We'll start with oil tonight, and starting back at around 11 o'clock. This is news from the Trade Exchange, courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders. So oil came down at around 10:55, 11 o'clock. We started to see some selling in oil when there's a holiday. All right, oil got shifted to the EIA petroleum report came out at 11 o'clock today. Normally comes out on Wednesdays, but the market was closed, so oil numbers came out today. Also, the FOMC minutes came out today. Anyway, and it was supposed to be a drawdown of over 3 million barrels, and it actually ended up being a build of 1.24 million barrels on oil. So that sent oil down today. So just a heads up on that. Trump was out this morning saying that, telling OPEC he wanted oil prices to come down. And so the USO ended down about 1% for the day. And it was in actuality, it was because of this build in oil inventories. But, President Trump, maybe he wants to take credit for that. We'll see on that. Anyway, so OPEC and President Trump were going at it today. And so anyway, oil ends up the day down about 1% on that. Just a heads up also, tomorrow is the jobs number, unemployment number coming out, 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Then we have international trade coming out at 8:30 tomorrow. China's tariffs go into effect, I believe, tonight at the strike of midnight, the stroke of midnight. And then we have the nat gas numbers coming out at 10:30 tomorrow because of the holiday. And then 1 o'clock, the Baker Hughes rig count coming out tomorrow. So some important numbers coming out tomorrow there. So we'll scroll through. We'll get to some of the news that came out after the bell tonight. Once again, this courtesy of the Trade Exchange. By the way, they're running a really good special on their news service, $17.76. Find them out there on Twitter at the Trade Exchange and reach out to them. And you can get that 1 month, your first month for $17.76 with the Trade Exchange. All right, good folks over there. So after the bell, we had some news that came out. We had some Form 4s, insider purchases, OCIP, TCRD, and Dish had some insider officer purchases after the bell that came out tonight. HRI, a Form SC 13G, so an investment by investment partners there on HRI. Let's see what else. We had a RGLS got halted after the bell. RGLS doing a restructuring, cutting 60% of its workforce. So that stock, RGLS, taking a hit in the after hours tonight. It's an under $1 name, so I don't think that's going to affect the market too much. We did have an earning after the bell tonight. PSMT misses by 2 cents, but they beat on revenue. PSMT Price Smart stock moving down in the after hours tonight on those earnings. MBVX delists on July 11th. President Trump. So here's some of the information that came out after the bell. President Trump saying China tariffs will go forward just after midnight tonight. So right after midnight tonight, the China tariffs will go into effect. President Trump, another 16 billion in China tariffs coming in 2 weeks. The verbiage continues. The war, people are not calling it a war. They're calling it a negotiation right now. But it seems like a trade war is developing with China and Canada. And then we also got this out from Reuters tonight. Trump says U.S. Tariffs on Chinese goods could exceed $500 billion. So more coming out from the Trump administration tonight. So we'll get this out of the way. Wanted to show you the futures time right now. It's about 7:23 p.m. Eastern time, my time, and currently the futures are right now. The Dow futures down 44, S&P futures down 4, and the Nasdaq futures down about 14, 15 points on the overnight session. It's still early in the evening. But they are down currently. Let's take a look at some of the SPY action today. All right, and we'll go ahead and do that now. So the SPY actually recovering today. All right, SPY. We had that candle on. What was it, Tuesday, right? The 3rd, then we went into the holiday, and today we got a little buying in the markets. Let's look at it on the intraday chart here so you can see the action. So on Tuesday, right, we had that reversal in the market. The market pushes down. Today they gap the market up. We tried several times, right? As you can see here, trying to get through this 273 spot on the SPY intraday. We got close here, but just not enough push in the pre-market, so we came back down. So actually on the open, the SPY was, after the gap up, the SPY was moving down as the market opened up. Then we got this reversal at around, let's see, it was around 271, all right? And we get this kind of tweezer bottom here, and they push the market up. They come back up to that 273 spot, and then they bring us back down. We'll make kind of a higher low here, another tweezer bottom on the SPY. Then finally, they get above the 273, going right into the close. After hours, they pushed us a little bit higher. Then the Trump comments come out. And so here we are back again below that 273 spot on the SPY. So, we'll see what's going to happen with the open tomorrow on the SPY. Now, tomorrow is Friday. We are in the middle of a, holiday week. A lot of traders are away from their desks for the holiday. We did manage to get some trades off today, though. And I'll go ahead and go through those quickly for you. So we had a GBR. All right, so we had a GBR trade today. Actually, I'm on the wrong chart. Let me go to a 2-minute chart here so you can see it better. All right, because I trade off of a 2-minute chart when the market opens up. This is a pre-post market chart. So I was watching this GBR in pre-market. It was getting kind of, fits and starts. Thought it was going to be another one of those days. Also saw SAEX was another one of these small little oil stocks getting some buying, and TGC, another one of those small little oil stocks. So GBR was on the radar. And so we took this one over $5.45, and the stock pushed up to $6.25. That was our first trade out of the gate today, and a very nice move there, GBR. Then we got a small trade in Twitter. And sometimes it's, it sucks the life of a day trader, because we had Twitter right here over 44.08, and we got money out of this, right? It popped up to 44.22, but then later on in the session, right, and I wasn't on this, we got that same push over that 44.10, 44.08, and the stock just kept going, but I wasn't on it this time. I got this one. I did not get this one. Probably was doing something else. That was at around 11 a.m., 11:30-ish when the market reversed a little bit. So we got this one on Twitter. Then we got a trade. We got a trade in X today, all right, U.S. Steel. As you can see, 2-minute chart, we have this battle between the buyers and the sellers, and I'm watching this and thinking, if we get over this 34.80, which we did right here, All right, and let me put this in the correct spot. So right here, over 34.80, and we pushed up to 35.02. So not a super colossal trade, but we got money out of this one. Now, once again, right, moving on to other things during the day, and so then it re-triggers again over that 34.80, and then it pushed all the way up to 35.12 that time. So, but I wasn't on it for this one. We got this one, but that's just part of day trading. You get some parts, and then you move on to looking at other charts and things, and then it moved up even more after that on U.S. Steel. Another one that we did in as an afternoon trade was A&W. Now, A&W was one of these small little oil stocks that was moving up in the pre-market today, right? A&W. Here it is, the regular session. And then we were watching it at around, I guess it was around 2:30 or so. And it was starting to get over this 175, so we got a nice push up here to 186, and then it pulled back a little bit on us. We stayed in it, and it came up to 193, and then we were pretty much out of the trade. Then it pulls back on us again, and then now in the after hours it's up at 236. So we got a little money out of this A&W during the regular session, but then now the bigger run was into the close and then in the after hours. But like I said, that happens sometimes in day trading. Happy to get money out of it here at 186, and then we got more money out of it up in the 190 spot there on A&W, but we did not get this big move going into the after hours today. But sometimes day trading is like that. So we had basically 4 wins. They could have been bigger wins if my timing was a little bit better, but overall up for the day nicely, so I'll take it, as they say, on a Thursday in July holiday week. All right, so that was some of the trades that we did. By the way, my name is Mike. Zozo Stock Watch is the trading service that we have. We're building a nice community there. And to make my community grow even more, I would love you to come and check it out. Normally, for your first month, $44.95. Okay, so you come to my website, zozostockwatch.com, click on the Join Me, and you can try it for $44.95. But if you use the coupon code Happy Summer, all right, we're going to give you your first month for $19.95, all right, to kind of get you to come in and check out the service. So basically under $20, you could come in and kick the tires for a month, and that's a full membership, all right? You get access to the Omnovia chat room, all the screen share, everything for $19.95, and you get access to the private feed for the swing trades and whatnot. Now, if you're just a swing trader, for my service, you can join our monthly service for $29.95, all right, and you'd have access to the private feed. But we also, if you reach out to me at zozostockwatchinc@gmail.com, we have a couple of specials that we're running right now for swing trading: $99 for 6 months and $199 for 1 year for the swing trade service. That gets you access to the swing trade private Twitter feed at zozostockwatch.com. So $29.95 to try us for a month there. But if you want, you can just go with the $99 package for 6 months or $199 for 1 year. Comes out to be about a little under $17 per month for the swing trade service, and you'd have complete access to the private feed. But email me for those links if you would like or have interest in the swing trade service. So anyway, so we went over the SPY, and the IBB was definitely strong today. XBI moved up nicely today, still below the $98 level here on XBI. Even names like Celgene participated a little bit today. Finally got over that $80 level. We ran into the ran into the 50 SMA here on Celgene. Guild was getting some buying, GILD, so that one getting some buying, and Amgen also up today, trying to come out of this consolidation here on Amgen. So the biotechs did a nice job today. IWM got back above the 10 SMA, trying to get a hold above the 20 SMA on the small caps, and the IWC, the micro caps, also turning back above the 20 SMA and the 10 SMA here on the micro caps for the IWC. Like I said, oil pulling back a little bit, USO moving down a little bit today on the build in those numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tomorrow. So we'll be looking at ABIL. All right, nice pop on this one. Now, intraday, I just could not get in this one intraday today. Here it was basically, here's the chart of ABIL, what is this, 2-minute chart, right? So nothing going on in this thing. Then all of a sudden it jumps basically from 675 all the way up to 750. Then they halt it, right? And then coming out of halt, it just guns it again up to about 875, and I just couldn't bring myself, to get involved with that trade. But I'll have it on watch tomorrow on ABIL to see if it has any other follow through. AMC setting up 1.6 million shares came into AMC. Supposedly they're eating HMNY. They're eating their lunch. All right, they're just killing HMNY as far as a business model. So AMC, trying to get up over this 300 SMA, this solid line right here, and has that $17 area above. So that looks interesting. AMD coming back today. Now the SMH, it has been down quite a few days, and it's kind of in this bearish flag. Tried to turn the corner today, so we'll see if there's any kind of a continuation move in the SMH. MU took a hit with all the China issues going on with Micron as far as their chips. The company saying that it's really not going to affect them too much. Kind of what do we expect them to say, right? But anyway, so, we'll be watching AMD if it can continue this move up on that name. So that'll be on watch. ANW will be on watch again tomorrow. Nice move up. Look at this huge volume that came into ANW, and then after hours pushing higher. So that'll be on watch. CLSN, a small little biotech, kind of basing. You see this consolidation going on here in CLSN, trying to get up over 325 on the name. COUP, COUP. Call activity in this name, call activity. Trying to get back above that $65 area. So we'll see on that one. CVSI, trying to get up over the $2 area. 1.5 million shares came into CVSI on this name. So that'll be on watch. Dare. Trying to turn the corner here on Dare. You see we have this wedge pattern forming there on Dare, and they're breaking it out. Volume was a little bit low, so not a favorite, but watching it. Dries getting back above the 10 SMA. ECYT had a very strong day, 2.4 million shares. The high today on this name was 1586, so might be interesting. ECYT, EKSO, this one had nice volume, 2.8 million shares. Medical Instruments had a high today of 209, so didn't give too much back on EKSO. Keep an eye on that. Small little oil name here, ETE, maybe trying to push higher. 1.9 million on that one. Galt, after being down quite a bit, consolidating here above $6, trying to get up over that $7 area. The 20 SMA on Galt is at 711. So we'll see on that one, about 700,000 shares. HGSH, not sure what got this one moving, but volume popping here a little bit. We'll see if there's any kind of move tomorrow. Not a favorite. It's a China name. and we'll see if it wants to maybe get up over that $192 spot on that name. KTOS looks interesting for a possible swing trade in this name. It's been consolidating for a while. LC perking up today. Another financial credit services name, 4.9 million shares came into that. Just a couple of other bios, right? Merck, starting to get back above the 20 SMA on Merck. Pfizer also turning the corner here on Pfizer, breaking out of this consolidation. You see how tight these Bollinger Bands are, and we have that $37 number up ahead on Pfizer. Pran got a pop today, 1.9 million shares, came right up to the 200 SMA on PRAN. Was watching this one, was a little bit spready. 260 is the 200 SMA on Pran, so maybe it sets up intraday on this name. We'll see. RADA also holding up pretty well. It's been kind of on this trend up on RADA. It's holding the 5 EMA, so you might want to take a look at that one. RGSE, a solar name, getting a little bit of a pop here. It's an under $1 name. It's been grinding down, but over 8 million shares came into RGSE today. Next one up is SE. Nice move up here by SE, 3.6 million shares. Keep an eye on that. Let's see what else. Twitter will be on watch tomorrow. US Steel will be on watch again tomorrow. And then lastly, this XXI, spoke about it on previous videos. Didn't get it today. Nice push up. Has the $3 number up ahead on XXI. Maybe if it gives us a pullback, we might get an entry in XXII. All right, so that's the watch list. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Once again, if you're interested in our swing trade service, reach out to me at zozostockwatchinc@gmail.com, and I'll send you the links for the $99 and the $199 for the swing trade service. If you'd like to try our service for a month for $19.95, once again, it's you click here, join Zozo today under the $84.95. Type in for the coupon code Happy Summer, and then you can get our service for a month for $19.95. We're not going to be running that too long, so I would take advantage of that. All right, and don't hesitate too long because we we're running it for the 4th of July weekend type of thing. So make sure, if you're thinking about pulling the trigger for $19.95, I think it's well worth it to give us a shot. All right, everybody have a very nice evening. Thank you so much for your support on the YouTube channel. Hit that like button. All right, that lets me know you're out there. Leave a comment if there's something you want me to watch, a particular ticker. Put it in the comments, and when I do my video over the weekend, I'll take a look at it for any tickers you might be interested in. All right, everybody have a very nice evening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support, and have a great evening and a good day trading for Friday.